The fifth best thing about Yakuza Like a Dragon is its move animations. So often video games are limited by petty realism that seeks to ground them as some sort of art form. Yakuza says screw that. Here's some goddamn glow sticks to destroy these street thugs. Don't forget the tiger and baby man on the way out. Seeing the game through Ichiban's childlike amazement is one of the most joyful gaming experiences that you can have. I've always wanted games that can be epic and silly simultaneously in the way that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is. And if the Kiryu saga is Phantom Blood through to Stardust Crusaders, then Like a Dragon is Diamond is Unbreakable through Stone Ocean, taking what was once silly and evolving it into full-on absurdist hilarity while not having severe consequences for the world or story because they're justifying it as some crazy dude's imagination. The fourth best thing about Yakuza Like a Dragon is how grounded it is. Okay, that sounds stupid after what I just said, but it's true. RPGs are so infatuated with the idea of killing God or overthrowing the Dark Lord, and while you can argue that's how Like a Dragon ends, it's still a quest a normal person could complete. Notice how I said normal and not regular. You'd probably be arrested by Chapter 2 in the real world, but Like a Dragon's story is inspiring because Ichiban and his friends are just normal people. They're not trained killing machines or elite figures with influence and power, at least initially. The game goes off the deep end in a bad way by the end. Ichiban is just a regular guy with an insane dream and passion to achieve it. He's the type of guy who inspires you to make something of your life. I absolutely love that he's in his 40s and spent 20 years in prison. This is the developers telling you that no matter how old you are or what you're doing with your life, you should never let that passion die out and to live every day to the fullest. The third best thing about Yakuza Like a Dragon is the character designs. Yakuza has never shied away from sharp and stylish clothes. Kiryu is able to look effortlessly sexy in whatever he wears, and Majima is Majima. But it's Like a Dragon that really takes it to the next level. Of course, there's the Pokemon starter trio designs of the first 3 party members, each with corresponding colours, but it's when you get into the job system that things get crazy. All semblance of normalcy and balance is lost when you can look like whatever fetish you can imagine. I always thought it was funny how Yakuza takes its main story so seriously while relegating comedy to the subquests. Well, in Like a Dragon, the buffoonery can be everywhere when I rock up to the Geomi Jewel in a goddamn chef outfit. The second best thing about Yakuza Like a Dragon is the Battle of the Dragons. So much weight is given to this one fight. I have never seen such a grandiose and intense battle in such a boring place. The fight is quite literally more epic than any of the boss fights in God of War Ragnarok, except maybe the first one. To be face to face with a character you've personally trained into the killing machine they are today is a terrifying feeling. Pokemon Gold, Symphony of the Night, it's such a tremendous dread-filling experience, and it couldn't come at a more significant time in the story. It's also a ginormous difficulty spike, but that's going to be a different experience for everyone. But for me, having Kiryu kick my ass for over an hour was such an incredible feeling. The fight is the culmination of honor and respect that real men share between each other, each fighter pouring their hearts out through their fists. What an incredible moment. Before we get to the best thing about Yakuza Like a Dragon, let's talk about the worst thing. This game does not know when to end a cutscene, which is more of a franchise problem in general. Yakuza games are incredibly long-winded storytellers. The short gameplay balances this, as all you have to do is mash some buttons to lay the hurt on your enemies, and it's all over in less than a minute. But when you take the slowest form of gameplay imaginable with turn-based combat, and combine it with the slowest paced story possible, you have an unholy abomination of pace that outstays its welcome for way too long. And Infinite Wealth is apparently going to be even longer, which is absolutely terrifying, and I wish these games could shorten their cutscenes significantly. The best thing about Yakuza Like a Dragon is the open world of Ijincho. Yakuza fans will tell you that Kamurocho is as important a character to the story as Kiryu himself. It dazzles to reflect Kiryu's stoic attitude, so when a new protagonist takes the reins, it's only fair that a new city comes with it. And Ijincho is a magnificent place to take the franchise. It's large and boisterous to match Ichiban's personality. While not as tightly packed with content as Kamurocho, you'll remember that as the series progressed, Kamurocho grew with new activities with each passing game, so you can only imagine how spectacular Ijincho is going to look after a few more entries. In the same way Kamurocho grew across the Kiryu saga, Ijincho is going to expand across Ichiban's saga. And if this is what it looks like on the ground level, then I can only imagine how amazing this district is going to be as it evolves alongside our new hero.